is Two-Man David Lennox.
Give me good sportsmanlike conduct, and remember, guys, I'm fair, but I'm firm. Touch him up.
It's a truly international event at the Mandalay Bay Hotel. Trying to establish his jab, and Tua leaps forward with a left hook.
Tua's got to make certain that when he gets him against the rope, unless your feet are right there too.
Already shown you his great chin.
Not going to help Lewis because he's going to run into a lot of elbows down there. You want to keep the jab, open up the head.
Never allowing his chin to go past his front knee.
They say keep your hands up at all times. Your right hand is down. Keep it there.
Try to launch the right.
Now Tua is being,
as he lands a little bit of a left up around the shoulder. Looking the jab, sticking the jab, sticking the jab, sticking the jab. Stick it, stick it, stick it. Tua looking and looking.
The jab, he can beat him all night with it.
One punch to the rib cage a moment ago.
Now Lewis is falling into the bad trap. You don't want to drop your hand in it.
Tua took advantage and landed a right and a left.
To make Lewis want to fight. There you are. That's the punch that's going to make Lewis decide I'm getting even.
By Tua, and another left hook by Tua, and a vicious left to the belly. So Tua begins to mount his attack now midway through round two. He tried to grab Tua and went right on over the top of it.
Lewis got to make certain it stays the left hand.
Lennox seems to have regained his concentration, and Tua hits him with the right hand. Supporters in the crowd going wild as Lewis lands a very low blow.
Left jab, if that's the only punch you can land, use it.
well, what he succeeded in doing in this round is to his hair and just landing more punches.
And landing a right hand, which Tua.
But it was, you know, it wasn't that bad of a low blow.
Yeah, that was a low blow, Larry.
But it was low. And at the end of the round, a leaping punch
And throw his right hand. Was right and jabbing.
So to hurt you.
There you are. Don't go over on that side.
Lewis moves off the ropes.
Once again, Lewis moves to left. If you want to clown, clown to his right.
First two rounds, and most of them were jabs. He's slowing the pace in round three.
Now Lewis is throwing shots. That's what you want to do.
And the Tua crowd boos because they know. Harold Letterman, how do you have it through the first three?
Okay, Jim. They're moving it back into the corners. 28, 29.
Lewis can step in and keep his hands in position without holding.
He is so much better, which is right on the nose with Nevada State regulations.
Tua is close. What to do next?
George, you said earlier that he's coming to get his title.
That's right.
I mean, but he's not coming hard enough.
5 shots waiting.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't seem to be coming after it yet, but to come on very strongly.
You know, and it's strange because
he's there, man, with his constant aggression, the body shots more thunderously through the first three rounds than
Lewis is doing a good job of not allowing him to get close.
Tua might not be doing enough. Here's a sequence of left hooks where Tua misses, and then.
Well, the reason he's not throwing the left hand is frequently enough is because he just can't get there yet. He can't get close enough yet.
That's what Harold Letterman was talking about.
Conversely, Lewis seems reluctant to throw his right hand well shot with his left. So consequently, we have.
This is an entirely more dangerous opponent. Right hand by Lewis.
He followed him. If you're going to follow a puncher around, you
and holding him as he found himself in the corner. And there's another right hand that he pops David on the top of the head with. Well, it sure looks like a comfort level at this
He's
moment.
comfortable now, been ordinarily. He's getting close with it now.
He's starting to throw his right hand with much greater frequency here in this round. Tua pops him upstairs with his own right.
But Lewis is aiming now. He's zeroed in.
It was a hugely effective punch for him, particularly in the second Holyfield fight.
Do it accurately. And sometimes if you just throw it, you'll be surprised the punch is there for you. He's up for a right hand.
There's blood coming from Tua's nose.
Being tactically in control now toward the end of round 5 as David Tua misses, and Lewis pops him with a counter right. Lewis with a low blow, and then he sticks to it twice with the jab.
Well, if Tua was counting on...
There you go. You got to be reckless. Just decide I'm going to tactically take the title away from a good champion like this.
Even though Harold Letterman has Tua ahead on the scorecards, it's really hard to imagine Tua wins his artillery.
Lewis is throwing that right hand just like a guy on the pitcher's mound, because this guy comes from on high with this thing.
Now Lewis back to the round one act.
He's just looking for the one shot, it appears.
To go, Larry, in Tua's camp that Lewis lacks stamina, and they'd be able to wear him down over a long haul.
Now, trying to pay him back. This is the fight Tua wants. Make him try to pay you back and hit you back.
Here that if Tua's going to make Lewis's stamina a factor in the fight, he's going to have to step up his activity level.
He landed in the fight. Probably spars like that all the time.
He's had that hair for the last couple of years.
Once you see him take his glove and move his hair backwards, then you know something's going wrong.
Hadn't happened yet.
Time. Make him hit your forehead right up top.
Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim.
Certain terms, after round 6, your most punches thrown in 10 rounds.
I don't know if it's a factor here.
Larry, it's not the weight. This guy, Lewis, is moving to want him to move him to his left. And
so that's the reason that a guy who threw 75 punches around against Lewis.
Lewis jab.
Now this isn't pretty. Boxing fans don't love to see it, and look sensational the next time.
Well, the shorter, very strong fighter, and he's fighting the kind of fight that got him here. He's landed most of the big blows in this fight,
including a right hand right there.
Remember, Tua has the puncher's chance. And we said that early on, the puncher, all he has is the punch.
Ibeabuchi
back into the rhythm of following Lewis around and takes another right hand.
Keeps the right foot too far behind him.
He's got to get in there and brawl. He's got to get in there and throw punch after punch.
Step up in there, put the feet together. He's on the ropes. Jump him, jump him.
There you go. Watching closely, but I must say, Lennox is taking the body shots without showing any ill effects. And Lennox steps right back away from it. Right hand to be himself in there.
No doubt about it, but he's tasted some of that right hand, and he should be afraid.
But Tua has a great chin.
Direction is like dropping a pin from a 20-story building.
There's the long right hand, lands for Lewis. Jab and move, jab and move.
Shakes, bakes, doesn't do anything else.
Lennox Lewis is giving a boxing lesson to David Tua. London, England, Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, this is the point where Tua has always come on in the past, and
who cares? You can't come out of these fights looking pretty.
The minutes are passing, and it doesn't appear Tua has a chance of winning a fight like this.
If only he would assert himself. Just go get it.
Lennox Lewis, and then have produced nothing.
Whoa!
Big combination, and Tua smiles. You know why?
Gotta be involved. Once those exchanges start,
big left hook for Tua.
Yeah, but it went, David's virtually his only chance.
You've only got one thing that can win you this fight. He looks so right now.
Knockout.
Yeah, I think his confidence is rising minute to minute.
Left jab, still the best punch in boxing. As I said earlier, you use a left jab, you can shut down anybody. That's great.
If
fighting for the title, you can't be afraid to get knocked out.
And there's the uppercut for the first time, and it wobbles Tua. Combination of the fight, Tua rolled into the ropes.
We don't know how much it's affected him. And the third thing is we heard credit for that.
Do you know for sure that Tua was hurt in sparring?
Everything is fine. He's outboxing this, and he's about 30. What, Larry?
I'll tell you what, George, you won't find me saying he's losing. I think the guy is virtually unbeatable because of his tactical command and his physical superiority.
There you go, Tua.
From Tua, but one punch at a time.
Ooh, that right to the body hurt David Tua.
Lennox is hurting him with a lot of punches now. Can't get ready to fight somebody like this by fighting the kinds of guys Tua fought.
But he's just desperate. You're right. Up with excuses. When Muhammad Ali whipped me,
we're looking for explanations in the challenge he's making so far.
And that's why the crowd is booing. This is not an overwhelmingly popular heavyweight champion.
He's not done enough to try to take the title.
He's afraid to take a chance. Even with his trainer urging him and yelling at him, you've got to do it.
Will not have the same power in the last round that he ordinarily had.
In the early rounds, George, as we were saying, so that...
Beginning of blood under the left eye of Tua. That left eye is beginning to swell shut. Lennox Lewis is just toying with him. Just toying with him. Does whatever he wants to do. Right hand, left jab, right hand, right hand. It's all Lennox Lewis.
Can he make it all up in 3 minutes?
Are streaming for the exits.
Okay, Jim. 107, 102, 8 rounds to 3. Lennox Lewis combination. He's really in his rhythm. Watch for that 3-punch combination.
And I have to assume that Tyson at least would risk more. You agree, George? Tyson would be more rambunctious? I got you. I'm talking about what comes down the road.
The fighter, it's not his legs or his reflexes. It's his zeal to fight. It's his will to...
What else he has? He has calm. He has confidence. He has a balanced life.
He's bouncing his leg. He's not taking any chances. He's not a fool.
He has turned to his face into a swelling, bloody mask. Jab. Jab.
This is really a great fight.
Body shot.
Jabbing and moving.
This is a lights-out artistic performance by a heavyweight champion who, for the moment, looks impregnable.
All for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the universally recognized undisputed heavyweight champion of the world from Great Britain, Lennox Lewis.